Well, I guess to start things off, how happy are you guys to be part of the Epicenter Festival this year?
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah, we
Playing with Kiss and
yeah,
Big Boy and Eminem.
just to be a part of something with K-Rock is really cool too.
That's cool. So can you fill us in, what's been going on with the band? I know, God, the Mountain Man single is everywhere, all over Satellite, at home in Philly, I hear it all the time.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That feels great.
Yeah, we've just been non-stop touring. Now we're working on a new album and about to head out on tour again on Monday.
I was going to ask if the debut came out, was it May of 2009, right?
Yeah,
was
May
it? So
26.
you guys are working on new material?
Yeah.
We're still touring on that first record.
Did you recently release a new single too, right?
Yeah, You Got Me.
Right. So how's the feedback been with that? Is it catching on as much as Mountain Man has? Or?
Yeah, I mean, Mountain Man was a really slow build, and this has been a slow build, and we just got into the top 20 on alternative radio with that song. So I think maybe going on this tour will help keep it moving along, and we have a really fun music video for it, and we'll see what happens.
That's good. So, influences for you guys. Who are some major influences?
Yeah, I think Tony and I definitely grew up on just a wide range of stuff, but for classic rock, I think it was a lot of Beatles and Queen, and Led Zeppelin and those bands. But we also just draw influences from everywhere, like jazz and reggae, even and funk and hip hop. It just comes. You don't know where it comes from really, but. Grunge, definitely 90s grunge was when we were kids, we were huge Nirvana and Pearl Jam fans and Soundgarden. So those bands influenced us too, I'm sure, in some way.
So if you could share the stage with any one band, who would it be?
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, probably.
To tour with, I don't know.
A band that's touring now, or
No, just living in fantasy.
Jimi
Fantasy?
Hendrix.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there.
Yeah. Queen,
Us,
Hendrix,
the Beatles, and then Hendrix, or maybe vice versa. Something like that. It'd be a good tour.
We can switch out headlining spots, right?
It'd be a little bit of everything.
So, music is a universal language that everyone can speak, even if they understand on a rhythmic level. What do you hope that your music says to people?
Lyrically or musically?
Even musically, emotionally.
I think it's important for us to just take people on a ride, and we're really big on our live show, and we're really proud of the fact that all the sound that people hear is coming right off the stage and not from a computer or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we're just kind of old school in that way. We want to try to give people a unique experience in that way, that everything that you're hearing is stuff that we're actually playing.
Well, and you guys use alternative type instruments too, like a clavinet and everything as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
So it definitely brings something unique to the table that
Totally.
you don't hear every day.
Right.
And that is so lacking in today's music scene. So it's
definitely
good.
difficult to do, and having that instrument definitely was a lucky thing that came to me at the right time in my life, and it's one of those things that was meant to be, I think. And then I really got into it, and I learned how to work on it and plug it into different amps and everything, and realized that it's ultimately a guitar, just controlled by a keyboard. Luckily, I'm a keyboard player, so,
Well, that worked out,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, can you share with our site visitors maybe a little history behind the band? How did you guys meet and begin playing music together? I know you two are brothers, correct?
Right.
So.
Mike and I grew up playing music, growing up and everything, and then went to school in Boston, moved to New York. I decided to move to LA. Mike stayed in New York, and then it was just kind of hanging out, waiting tables, and then decided to write some music and maybe try to be a lead singer. So I sent Mike some tracks in New York, and he was like, "Oh, I want to play in this." And then, but right as he decided to do that, I was getting booked on a U.S. tour supporting this girl, Sierra Swan, who Jason was the drummer for. So that's where Jason and I met.
That's how we hooked up.
We went, did that tour, came back. Mike was ready. I said, "Hey, do you want to play drums with us?" And Jake kind of got into the rehearsal studio and started jamming on some tunes. And that was kind of like the beginning of the band.
Awesome. So, what is the first CD you remember purchasing that left a lasting impression on you?
Soundgarden, Super Unknown.
First CD I remember purchasing. I believe my first compact disc was Nirvana in Utero.
Good choice.
I bought 2.
Or never mind. I'm not sure.
At Sam Goody, I got
Oh, same goodie.
Metallica, Kill 'Em All, and CNC Music Factory.
Yes.
Also, great combo.
Oh, no.
I think actually,
I was
maybe
a little confused.
I think actually I got Soundgarden, Super Unknown, and Live Throwing Copper.
Wow.
That was
Yeah.
mine.
Hey, here he is. He walked in right in the middle of our interview.
Oh, that's all good.
Chill. You can stay.
Stay over here.
It's too hot.
Artie Gentile, everyone. Radio rep for Universal Motown. And one of our strongest and biggest supporters. And he's loving the heat.
Hi. So, okay, back on track here. So how has social media been a tool for you guys? Have you kind of embraced that? Are you on the Twitter or
You have to.
Facebook? Yeah, well now you have
I feel like
to.
I've been lacking on it recently. I don't really go on those things so much, but I feel like when we're on tour, you know, sometimes I'll just be like, all right, I'm going to do like a Q&A with everyone, and I'll just start firing, you know, hey, just, you know, for the next 20 minutes, I'll answer whatever question you want, and you just, people, you know,
Oh, that's very
start
cool,
asking
yeah.
questions, and then you know, answer them if they're appropriate.
I think it's really cool to see, like, you really see your fans, like, kind of their direct response. Like, say
Yeah.
we put up a music video, and then we'll, you know, put it on our Facebook or something, and then you see people's
Oh, the
comments.
comments.
And and it's cool to see what people say, you know. And obviously, like, a lot of them are just like, love it, you know, and that's cool, but I like when people comment, you know, on what they liked about it, or if they didn't like it, or, you know, just, you know, it's cool to see what people.
But yeah, I think
comment
people
on.
forget that, you know, you actually pay attention to the critical
We absolutely
stuff
do, yeah.
also.
Yeah.
It's tough to kind of show that and respond all the time to everyone, but we're definitely like reading people's responses, and I think it's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.